tired, nigga. Fucking tired, nigga. Oh my God. You know, the wildest shit in the world is, you know how you ask, like you think you want to do something, like you make up your mind you want to do some shit, and then you finally get to the point of doing it. And as you're in the midst of it about to come to fruition, you be like, yo, I didn't sign up for all this. Like, what the fuck is going on? It'd be like that sometimes. But I will just say this. Booking a tour as an independent artist that's not like one of the bigger independent names can be difficult. Uh, and just be prepared to make changes on the fly. That's all I can tell you. Be prepared to make changes on the fly. That was it's been a very interesting process. I can just say that. Um, very different than previous times. Like the funny shit is like pre-COVID, a lot of the shit was easy. You know what I'm saying? But like,
of course,
and COVID should change a lot of shit. So yeah, it was wild. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about death on that shit. But anyway, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the show. I'm here now. Anyway, welcome to Pantha Politix Podcast. I am Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane Ridiculous Slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Bunch of other stuff. We get into all that another time. Of course, I got my guys with me. You know what I'm saying? Mojo Barnes in the great state of Washington, kind of sort of hanging out in the outer spaces of the area. What's good, brother?
you know, I got a lot of shit going on, but you know, life is life.
Life be life, what I'm trying to tell you. You got life be life like a motherfucker. Oh shit! And of course, in the extremely bright and sunny California, we got ethemadassassin. What's going on, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. Happy Sunday.
True indeed. Oh man, so yo, what's been up? How the weekend been? What's been on?
I'm trying to navigate, you know, the best course of action with dealing with certain people. That's really all I got. Everything else is fine. Like I'm paying my bills, right? I'm working on plans to save my money and stuff like that. My daughter is listening a little bit more. Things are, you know, okay at home, you know what I mean? And then I've got other things happening and I'm like, how do I approach this? I'm being extremely vague because I'm not ready to just be full on, you know, honest about what's happening right now.
It's funny just because you said you're not ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Oh, I got a whole another set of. Whenever Mojo, yeah, we'll talk about it.
It sounds like an inside joke the way Seven is laughing.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's something that we could easily just tell you about once we stop recording.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I was gonna say no need. I was just saying like Seven. It looks like
so. It's just because it's fucking silly. It's silly as fuck. Immature. You know what I mean? So
check it. I tell you what, E, you ever been in a scenario? And I already know the answer to this, but I'm only asking this to give it some clarity to the situation. Have you ever been in a scenario where somebody that's your people, like your man, you know what I'm saying, 50 grand, and y'all doing something together, y'all making moves, y'all moving in, I'm moving in a certain way to try to reach a particular goal that y'all determined that y'all trying to get to, and in the midst of all of that, this person has done innumerable things that kind of got swept under the rug that probably should have been viewed as a greater violation at the time, but in the interest of keeping things moving, niggas kind of was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, for the thing that y'all was trying to build to come to to be capsized, you know what I'm saying? And in the aftermath of that individual painting you and other individuals that were involved in the scenario as the villains, when the reality of the matter is, like, if a person could take a cursory look at it, say if we was all in the same crew and then somebody did some bullshit, but me and you still rocking together, you know what I'm saying? So clearly ain't nothing wrong over here. Then where's the problem, man?
Yeah, nah, I mean, you an asshole for alluding to it how you did. Nah, but I mean, yes or no. Like I gotta say no to the part of painting the picture of somebody. My picture didn't get painted differently. You know what I'm saying? But instead, it was just there was a picture painted about what happened, but that picture didn't affect me. That picture was painted to make them look like a victim, or to make them look like, like, man, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, but it was never because of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird how it went down. You know what I mean? But like I said, I get part of it. I just didn't get put in a negative light because of it. That's the only difference.
Okay, yeah, that would definitely be the defining difference. I would think
that's the only difference. Yeah, But even though it still came to the same thing, like how you saying, it's like, I'm still rocking with him. I don't see nothing wrong. Like, I was seeing that on the other side, and I'm like, okay, motherfuckers, like, y'all go ahead and do what you're doing. You'll see. But hopefully you don't see. But when you do see,
Right.
then you understand why the fuck is happening over here, like how it's happening. Like, man.
Isn't it a greater probability that they will see? In my personal opinion, when you see something like this, especially when you're talking about grown people, like it's different when we was young. You know what I'm saying? If we was 18, 19 years old, like maybe a nigga grow up at a point, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when you already grown, like the reality is a lot of motherfuckers, like when they say old dog can't teach an old dog new tricks, I don't think that's true. I think you can if the dog is willing to learn the new trick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if the
Yeah.
dog is like, fuck it, I know all the tricks I need to know, how you gonna teach it anything? So
Yeah.
I'm turning
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, like it's not even necessarily I think about an old dog learning new tricks. It's just I feel like con men learn how to do it better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I fucked up over here. Okay, when I go to this side and I do this shit again, now I know what not to do to fuck this up. Like, that's how I see that shit.
That
Like,
shit is wild, but you're right.
when tigers get older, they learn how to cover their tracks better. That kind of shit. That's what I mean. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. Hell yeah. Oh man. And that's the shit I be talking about right there. Niggas that I think the biggest thing for me ain't even necessarily, like you said, not a matter of learning a new trick as much as it is the deception, the deception and the core of it kind of grows. You know what I'm saying? Like the core of it grows to expand to include, like you said, all of the things that they may have fucked up in the previous scenario. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I got caught doing this, so the next time if I'm gonna do it, I got to do it this way because that's how they caught it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit
Right.
is great.
Right. Right.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh man, I don't know. People are weird. And I found something else that let me know people are weird. And I'm not now, mind you, we talk a lot about media and perceptions and all of this other shit. There's one thing in this world that after I found out the reality of how all of it operates, I've never been able to understand. I've never been able to understand for the life of me why people give a fuck what the quote unquote royal family is doing. I don't know why anybody cares. like,
No, I definitely don't. I'm like,
I don't get it.
you
I don't
guys are
get it.
concerned about a Photoshop picture when you guys do that shit on the daily for less than what they're getting or doing?
If we take some of them filters and some of that Photoshop touching up off the gram, some of y'all hoes will be in a whole different
Yep.
category.
Yo, man. You jump in the boat, you jump in the shark.
What you mean?
What are you talking about?
Oh
The
yeah,
royal
well, I
family.
mean, he did say something about it, but I mean, we didn't. Okay, so my bad. All
You know what
right,
I'm
so
saying?
yeah.
Talking about, nigga.
Okay, so apparently Princess Kate is under fire for a photo that she posted with her kids that people are saying was obviously photoshopped. And this coming, after reports of her being ill, not being well and so forth and so on. And they took the picture, it was on Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, in my mind, the extent of me giving a fuck about that would have been, oh, cool picture. It's on. I'm off it. I'm not looking at this picture long enough to find out if you photoshopped it or none of that because I couldn't care less. I literally could not care less about the royal family. So when I saw this, I was like, yo. And they said that that the Princess Kate photo scandal shows the wheels are coming off. Me personally, I think the wheels fell off that wagon a long time ago. Matter of fact, I think they officially popped off the day that Princess Diana's car ran into that wall. That kind of did it for them right there. because there was a whole lot of question marks around that whole thing. Not to mention that, but then it also started getting exposed to people how they ain't really got juice like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their titles are performative. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. I think it's extremely crazy, honestly. But when it's all said and done, man, the media controls people, dog. It controls people, what they think, what they care about, and all that shit. This shit is fucking nuts. I don't know. Thoughts? I don't know.
But thoughts on what though?
Why this is even a
situation?
thing? Why this is even a thing? Like, why is this a thing?
You mean why do people care?
Yes.
People care about a whole bunch of shit that they don't have anything directly to do with.
It
This
ain't
is
even not having nothing to do with it. It's, I mean, I feel you though. I feel you.
I wonder if it's more
Oh, we-
more entertaining than what they got going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is what it is. Like, no, people care, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the three of us can stay in the corner of like, who gives a fuck? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
why are we analyzing the tiles on a shirt that closely to the point where it needs to be made headlines? The only thing that I will say is that in the argument of, you know, I don't want to give any status updates on my well-being, but yet you're releasing this photo is kind of weird. I would agree with that. But everything else, I don't give a shit about. Like, okay, cool. You got somebody to really, you know, doctor up this photo really good and it looks clean. I don't give a fuck about a blurry hand.
They take pictures of me rapping on stage. My hands blurry all the time.
I know I've seen worse blurry photos that have become way more popular than this.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
mean,
ever seen pictures of the Loch Ness monster and fucking Sasquatch and shit?
Yeah.
well, I mean, just from reading the article, you know what I'm saying? Like again, like I didn't know that the lady was having health issues. Number one.
Sure.
Number two, like I said, I don't keep up with shit like this. So number two,
Same.
um, um, with them saying it's like, you know, it's a basically a press release to say, hey, I'm doing fine.
Mhm.
But obviously you're not. Because even to your Mother's Day point, like, you know, this had nothing to do with Mother's Day, unless this was from last year.
Well, that's what they said they were taking the picture for. They think that the picture of her, the part of her, is from Mother's Day, from the Mother's Day picture that they took. So they're saying that picture was pieced together. That's not an actual. They like the whole picture's pieced together.
I'm saying, but the Mother's Day. So you saying they're planning ahead for Mother's Day?
All I know is they said the picture was for Mother's Day. So I'm guessing that's what it was for.
Again, because are you saying for or from?
For. That's what it said. For Mother's Day. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Photo for Mother's Day. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
So I don't know. I don't know if they was taking it and just released it early so she can use that as a. I'm okay. But yeah, I don't know. That was confusing because I know Mother's Day ain't till like May or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. The fact that you had to ask it like that is ridiculous. But go ahead.
I always know when it come around. I mean, just keeping it a buck. We don't really. I'll call my mom. Hey, Happy Mother's Day. She'd be like, yeah, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm being, everybody said you had to fucking buy balloons and get cars and shit. I'm just saying, everybody knows Mother's Day is in May.
I don't give a fuck about no holidays, man. Never have. That's why I don't be remembering until somebody tell me. Like, motherfucker have to be like, yo, Mother's Day coming. Oh shit! All right, let me go get some shit.
Nobody said you had. Bro, I'm just saying, everybody knows Mother's Day is in May, bro. That's all.
I don't.
You do
Clearly, I don't.
You
I don't
do.
even know what. I don't know what
7.
Father's Day is, and I'm a father.
Damn.
Then as you celebrate, just saying, you know what Mother's Day is, bro. That was just fun.
I have no idea, dog. Unless I look at a calendar or some shit, I don't be knowing. I don't give a fuck.
When's the 4th of July? How about that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
December the 2nd.
Thank you.
December the 2nd, nigga.
I appreciate that.
Oh shit! He said, "When is the 4th of July, nigga?" Oh, yo,
It's
bro.
like, what's the number for 911 type shit?
You know? So,
I used to love that shit.
like, what's Mother's Day in May or some shit? Yeah, nigga.
I know it was somewhere in the middle, May, June, one of them. Yeah, but I couldn't remember if it was May or March. I was like, damn, wait, what is that shit again? I'll be keeping up with that shit, man. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, cuz this is the funniest shit in the world. So apparently in New Orleans, we already know New Orleans is well, Louisiana in and of itself is just kind of, especially the southern part, they kind of let parts of it just go. especially after Hurricane Katrina. Some things were rebuilt, some things were just left in shambles. However, everybody knows prisons in Louisiana ain't nothing to play with. Prisons and jails in Louisiana. Nobody wants to get locked up in fucking New Orleans, bro. Nobody. I got a couple homies that got locked up down there just for some brief time, and they was like, nah, never again. I'm not going back to that motherfucker. They won't even go back to New Orleans. So apparently there are rats in the jail. And they're eating up the weed. Now, the funny thing is they use the rats eating the weed to headline the story. But the majority of the story is really about how fucked up the conditions in the prisons are. But the fucked up condition of the prisons is kind of the reason why the rats are eating the weed. So, I mean, it all goes together.
It's not the jail. It's not the jail. It's not the jail.
It's a police station. My bad. The police department. My bad.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, big difference. We talking prison conditions, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it was a
evidence room.
Yes,
the evidence room.
Police administrative building.
That shit's funny as hell, bro. Oh my God. I would love to see this. I want to see what they talking about, the rat shitting on the desk and all that. I'm like, dog, the weed don't got nothing to do with that. The rat go shit where it's gonna shit. It don't give a fuck. Where's that? Like, if it's gotta go, it's gonna go.
But I mean, what they saying is it's so many in there that's what's happening. It's so full of rats and roaches that they're shitting.
I feel like they knew about this, and this is the point where it's like, oh, this is out of control. Like, if you're seeing rat shit all over the place, the breaking point is them eating your evidence. They should have been exterminated the shit.
Well, no, I mean, they don't use the building. Like, if you read it, like, read the article.
I must have skipped that part.
See, they do have plans to move everything around, you know, give them a new temporary hub. But, like, even that's going to cost an insane amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I think it's crazy. They might as well sell the weed. It's getting ate. It's getting ate. So, I mean, shit. But nah, I think here's my thing. A lot of money get wasted on a lot of shit. On a lot of shit every day. Case in point. I was laughing one day because they was doing work on the road, and I had to stop. The little dude had the sign turned around and said stop. I'm laughing at myself because I'm like, I consider myself a rebel. I don't follow the rules. But some dweeb over here who looks like he can't lift a motherfucking trash can got a sign turned around and just made me stop in the middle of the fucking street. So I rolled the window down and I was like, hey, yo, let me ask you a question, dog.
Hey, dweeb.
How much you get paid to do this job? He was like, $35 an hour. I said, well, do you do anything other than hold the sign? No, this is my job. You just hold the sign and turn it around. That's it. He was like, yeah. I was like, there's something wrong with this shit. There's something very wrong with this. Why the fuck you get paid so much money to do that? Like, so when you got people that get paid $35 an hour to hold a sign, yet you have quote unquote government official buildings falling the fuck apart. How can you like successfully run what you're supposed to be running if everything's falling apart and all fucked up and you got to worry about rats eating evidence and all this other shit? Like, I don't fuck with the police. Everybody that know me know that. But all I'm saying is, if you was gonna do your job the way it should be done, you can't do it like that. That's crazy. The fuck? I don't know.
I don't think you could together. If you was in Louisiana having that conversation with them, then maybe. You know. But nah, I don't think you can put that in the same category. Because you got to think about what it is that they're doing. Like when they're out there with the stop sign, like you looking at it, they just saying stop people and this, that, and the other, but like they're really directing traffic because of what the fuck is going on the road. Whether or not they, digging holes, laying pipes, doing all type of shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's,
give them some more credit.
Yeah. Paid $35 a fucking hour, dog.
I know. I mean, shit. If that's the core of the job is just I'm turning my hand, then yeah, sure. He's got a little bit more responsibility based off of what he is saying.
Yeah, he got way more responsibility than that.
People's lives are in his hands.
Like those people that's in that hole, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No.
Oh man, I don't know. I be fucking with the sign dudes all the time. Like whether it be the traffic holder sign dudes or the dudes that be flipping the signs on the side of the road for the businesses. I be like, hey, what are you doing? This is crazy, man. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm just pretty sure, like, his everyday job flip signs. I'm pretty sure, like, some days he and that motherfucker with the jackhammer.
Oh, no,
That's
he said
true.
he
They
literally said
switch
that's
in
all
and
he
out.
do. He said
Yeah.
that's all he. I don't think he's a full-time dude though, because the more I think about it, I go down that same street all the time. I don't always see him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's other. I only see him there like twice, like 2 days a week.
I mean,
So
that kind of goes into what he's saying though. Like he could be in the hole, or maybe he's in a different town this time. You know,
Yeah.
he's not in the town that you're traveling through at the moment.
Right.
I don't give a fuck where that nigga at. You can
Did you
pay
even get his
$35 an hour
name?
to turn a sign. I
Who
don't give
is
a fuck
this
about
man?
his name, son.
Who is this guy?
I don't give a fuck about his name, son. What you talking about? Why would I give a fuck about that? Why would I care what his name is? I don't give a fuck that nigga.
You care about his
and
income.
his sign. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
You care about his income? Well, at least let's get his name.
Maybe I'm planning on robbing the nigga. I don't know. Maybe I'm planning on robbing the nigga. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is you turn the sign, cool, direct traffic, whatever. When it's all said and done, it's people who put their lives in way more jeopardy, have far more responsibility, all this other shit that don't get paid that kind of money. So it's cool, I guess. If you worked your way to that point, do what you do, dog. But
how you know what else he does? How you know what he does?
How do I know what else he does?
Yeah. Like all you
I don't know what else he do. All I know is he get $35 an hour to do that. I do know that.
That's what he's doing. And that's what I'm saying is you don't know what else he does to make that to earn that 35, bro.
All I can speak to is what I see him doing and what he told me he make. That's it. I can't say nothing. I can't speak to nothing else. I don't know what you do when you ain't turning the sign. You might be, you know what I'm saying, cleaning out fucking porta potties or something for all I know.
All I'm saying, you relegating it off of what you saw, and you got to be able to admit, I think, you know what I'm saying, again. Like these motherfuckers, what? It could be something else. Again, like these motherfuckers is building roadways, man. And all this other shit for your car. For $2,000 vehicles to go on. Hundreds of them a day.
Man, y'all say I ain't giving these niggas enough credit. I feel like y'all be giving them too much. The way we distribute money in this country is fucking retarded.
I'm leaving room for the credit. I didn't say what he doing. I'm leaving the room for it.
I don't know what the fuck he doing.
I know one thing. If you had the job, you'd be happy with that fucking pay, wouldn't you?
Of course I would if all I gotta do is turn a sign. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You hating.
No, I'm not hating. If I was hating, I would be hating only for me.
You make $35 an hour to turn a sign. That's fucking hating.
That's not hating. That is not hating.
You are hating. To see that you hating.
I'm not hating. Dog,
you hate like a motherfucker.
It's a simple observation of the reality of the situation. It's plenty of people who are doing jobs that should be making $35 an hour, but it ain't. Why you make $35 an hour?
You're saying he should not make $35 an hour. That's hating.
I'm saying if he gonna make 35, why they don't too?
That's still hating, bro.
Why?
It don't matter. Earn it. It's still hating because you saying that he making.
Nah, he shouldn't. I don't give a fuck. Call it hate, whatever you want to call it. Nah, fuck that. Just like I said, what was we at? We was at some names like the police chief makes X amount of dollars, and I was like, why the fuck do you make that much money? And they were like, well, because of da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, nah, dog. All you got to do is take a good look at the crime rate around this motherfucker. Look at how y'all police treat motherfuckers around here. Dog, there's no reason he should get paid that much money. Matter of fact, cut that shit in half. Make him earn that shit back. Do something.
All right, but you could point at that because of your disdain for the police. Cool. That's different from what this man doing on that fucking construction team.
I have a disdain for signs.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah. And you love hate. You're a hater, man. You're hating.
I'm not hating, bro. I'm not hating at all. I'm purely saying, dog. If you gonna pay this bum ass nigga $35 an hour to do this,
and now he a bum ass nigga. You see what I'm saying?
I already called him a dweeb. Why not call him a bum ass nigga?
A dweeb.
I didn't like the fact you said he was a dweeb. I was like, this nigga's hating.
If
like,
you seen this nigga, you'd have called him a dweeb.
Dweeb is crazy.
Yeah, like you ran out the gate with hate.
This nigga look like Where's Waldo? You talking about it? Yeah, I called him a dweeb. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nah, but I was like, there's no way in hell this makes sense, yo. There's no way this makes sense. Now, my homie, My homie Eddie, he used to do he didn't do construction, he did destruction. They used to blow shit up, move shit out the way so they could build new shit. So one day he was in the store, this is when I was working at T-Mobile. He was like, yo, well, you need to come work with me. I was like, why would I do that? Oh man, we get to blow up shit. Not impressed. Oh, I get to knock walls down. Not impressed, dog. Try again. Now I make $42 an hour. Now we talking. Okay, so what I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? But as he starts running it down to me, and I'm like, yo, hold up. How long you been doing this job? If you telling me to come and I'm gonna start here, but you making that, they're gonna find out he been there like 20 years or some shit. So the nigga was like, yeah, man, but you know, you get to blow shit up. And I was like, I don't know why the fuck you keep saying that to me, man. Like, do I look like I look like the type of nigga like to blow shit up to you? What's wrong with you? So I go over there, I put the application in, put Eddie's name on the application. And I'm really thinking to myself, I'm gonna take this job if they give it to me. I know I got a ways to go to get up to this 42, but I'm a good, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good worker. I make it do what it do. Needless to say, when it was all said and done, and I started talking to more people out there that site while I was there, and I started realizing these niggas I seen standing around for the last 3 hours, they ain't doing a motherfucking thing. And these motherfuckers making $40 an hour. They ain't doing shit. I'm like, oh, y'all bugging, yo. This is crazy. What are y'all doing with y'all money? I be finding it strange to me, man, the way they be distributing, like, that shit is wild to me. But then somebody reminded me, they was like, you ever notice like when you was working in fast food and shit, the manager make more money than everybody, but they do less work than everybody. And I was like, yeah. It was like the person that do least work always make the most money. All the time. Pay attention. After that, I started looking. And I'd be damned if they weren't right. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's kind of the point.
He said that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my lighter, yo? This is some bullshit. Yeah, that's wild shit, yo. I don't know. I hope they get their shit together down there. Actually, if I'm being honest with myself, I just thought it was interesting because the rats was eating the weed. I could give 2 fucks if the police get their shit together. I hope the building fall and crush all y'all motherfuckers. That's what I hope. How about that?
I know. I would have hoped to see more pictures of the rats than anything.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck the police. What the rats at?
Let's see how much weed they ate.
Let's see what the weed look like.
Yeah.
Is it good? Fuck the police.
Oh,
man.
This white woman looking frustrated.
It's such a white woman looking frustrated. Oh, 6 more police, I hope, run into a moving train. 6 former Mississippi police officers will be sentenced in federal court this week for torturing 2 black men. Oh my goodness, this story is fucking crazy. So apparently, there was a house where a white lady lived. Somebody called and said that there were strange black people at the white lady's house and they were doing, suspicious things, suspicious movements, blah, 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 blah. Police officers come, kick in the fucking door, and the torture begins for a couple of hours. Tased them, beat them, shot one of them in the fucking mouth. And then while this motherfucker's on the floor bleeding out, they outside trying to plot how to cover the shit up. Needless to say, the feds are getting ready to fry these niggas. I mean, I don't really call it fry because the sentences they getting, I mean, I guess it's okay. But I mean, the thing I have to recognize is that the shoes on the other foot, it'd be way worse. So I always keep that in mind when it comes to shit like this. But I mean, sometimes you gotta take the win where you can get it. So incident occurred January 24th, 2023 in Braxton, Mississippi, just southeast of Jackson. Came to light after the 2 victims, Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker, filed a $400 million federal lawsuit. $400 million. And they're gonna get it too. At least they should get it. And this is the difference between some other scenarios that we see. You see people's families getting paid out. Now, this is something that doesn't make sense to me. And it's kind of off the topic, but I'm bringing it right back. People's families get paid out when their people get killed by the police. Even though the police don't get charged for it, they get paid out for a wrongful death. So I'm like, if the death was wrong, then somebody fucked up, which means somebody should pay for this. And I don't mean monetarily. Somebody should pay for this. In this scenario, they're definitely going to get convicted. I mean, they about to throw the hammer at these niggas. And then if they get what they suing for, it'll be one of the very few times I ever seen the payout and the conviction go down in relation to the police. One of the few times.
What you got to put in that equation though is that a lot of times when you talk about the payouts, is there an actual criminal charge on the table also? It just so happens that this has happened simultaneously.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times you don't even. Most times, in most of these cases, the criminal charges don't never happen.
Well, no, I'm just saying just for the sake of how the conversation went, because when I heard that, I'm like, okay, that might sound a little different, you know what I'm saying, to people. Again, like it ain't just us talking, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Absolutely.
But it's like, yeah, like this shit is going down simultaneously. Like there's a lawsuit and there's a criminal trial.
Yeah, so all at the same time.
You know, but the ill shit is though, it's like even you said with Fryham, like it's again, you know, I'm a guy who I'm gonna look at the law and how they deal with it. Now again, like I don't know what all the laws are because it's a whole different state. Like that's something else too. Like even when you bringing up the T-Mobile shit, I was wondering, was that Washington or was that North Carolina? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to take into account.
Oh, it was in Washington. Yeah, it was in Washington.
Okay, you got to take into account what state you're in. So the shooter, like, there's only one shooter, and he's looking at 30 years. Like, you know, fortunately, the person he shot didn't die. You know what I'm saying? So 30 years, that's still, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still more than what you would even hear of in an assault case with a cop. Typically, 30 years, like, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this too, though. You saw where they have some of those officers have other charges in other cases.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah, no doubt.
So you see the equal opportunity abusers, like, because one of the charges over a white dude, they fucked up.
No doubt. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at least with this case, like, you know, because the team, like, they had a nickname of the Goon Squad because they go outside the roads. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in this one, we can actually point and say, well, we know it's not racism. All the way. All the way. Yeah. It's not racism. They might have said nigga a couple of times in this one, but they was beating up a white dude the other day and was just like, yeah, you know.
I'll at least say it's not just racism. It's some other shit.
Yeah. You know, it ain't just that. No, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I feel you. I think it's a I mean, you know what, Mojo, if you got something, because y'all know how I feel about the police. This could get out of hand. Give me a minute. What's your thoughts? I need a minute.
When shit like this happens, they definitely need to go to jail for a very long time because it just seems like they have no regard for the safety of others.
Right.
Because when I heard E say equal opportunists, or not, what'd you say? Not equal opportunists.
Equal opportunity abusers.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, they taking the chance at you know, any opportunity to fuck somebody up.
They are the literal definition of anybody could get it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So these people are dangerous, and then they're using the badge as a way to invoke that power. These people gotta go. These are the kind of people that you are like, they're overpowered. We need to delete them from the game.
Shit. You know, I got an easy solution for that. So my solution to that is this: find like a 10 by 10 room. All brick, one door. Walk them in one at a time. On the inside of that door is Michael Jai White. They have no weapons, no nothing. You got 5 minutes to get your ass out of this door with him standing in front of it. By what, you know, however you got to do it. And then after that, drag them onto the cell if they still, you know. I think it's got to be more than locking these niggas up.
Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. I think I'm missing the key component of the game. So if they get out the room, do they go to jail?
Still, they still going to jail. They just escaped the worst part of the ass whooping. That's all. They still going to jail. They got to. They got to. But I'm saying they got to be more than that.
And I was just wondering what was the point. That's all.
That was kind of my way of saying I hope that when they stroll their monkey ass up in whatever facility they going to,
yeah,
that niggas immediately recognize who it is and handle their business. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not advocating for nobody to get killed. FCC in case y'all niggas listening. I'm just saying a little straight that ain't never fucked nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all.
Too late then.
Huh?
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying it's too late then. We need some before.
I mean, I'm all for that too, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying we need some before, like, because like by the time they get there, you know, they get their comeuppance. They definitely get their comeuppance, but
Oh yeah, I
they
mean, it
gotta
don't
get.
change then.
Yeah, they got to get that far.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I'm all for the before. Like, dog, I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, right? So I got a homie who's a part of a political organization, and at one point, the chief of police invited him to go talk to the cadets that was getting ready to go to the academy, and he wanted them to talk to them about the relationship between black people and the police, why it is the way it is, what we can do to improve it, blah 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 blah. Bunch of bullshit. But anyway, so he did it, but when he left, he called me. He was like, "Bro, I'm not real sure why I just did this." And I was like, "Well, the one good thing that come from it is before they even set foot in the academy for that brainwashing they about to get, at least you know that they knew before they went because you told them yourself out your own mouth. You know they know. So if they go to the academy, come back from the academy, and be on some fuck shit, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we deal with that how we deal with it. But like the way that they evaluate motherfuckers that become police officers is crazy. And then for it to be Mississippi, like, we ain't got to talk about the history of Mississippi. We know what that is. You know what I'm saying? But this doesn't surprise me coming from there. Like that even happened, it doesn't surprise me. What does surprise me is, I must admit, what does surprise me is the apparent justice that's trying to be served in the situation. That's very surprising. So I don't know, man. I think that yeah, some beforehand shit definitely needs to happen. Or even while they're in the process of doing what they do, like you see the warning signs of shit like this. Like, it don't just happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit didn't just happen. Like, it's other shit that's not happened previously that probably made you think there's something up with this guy or that guy or this group of people. There's something up with this.
Oh, I'm sorry. We left out a key detail that's kind of fucked up with the case too. Because
Okay.
like, and I don't know how I missed it. I didn't notice that it was a white woman that was at the center of it. I didn't realize that.
Oh, no, that's what I was saying when I told the story. That there was a white woman and the dude called and said,
No,
"I seen suspicious black people at the house."
but no. But in the house though, you
Yeah,
said it
that's
was a
what I'm
white.
saying. The lady in the
Right,
house.
right.
Yeah.
I missed that part. But I'm not saying
Oh,
that,
okay.
like I said, I'm not saying that's the key component. The key component is the guy who got shot was living with the woman taking care of him.
Yes.
We didn't mention that.
True indeed. You right. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, he was living there. And the other dude that was there was just there to visit. You know what I'm saying? And that phone call happened.
Yeah.
What's weird to me though, because I'm saying, like, why would it, again, if he lives there, then whoever called, they know that he's there.
You got to. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's Mississippi. Man, I'm glad I ain't never lived nowhere further south than North Carolina. I swear to God. But yeah, I feel that. I don't know, man. I feel like there's a it's a green light. 5-0 know they got the green light. That's why shit like this keep happening. But now, this is what niggas gonna say. Oh, this a win. They ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Now they gonna have to curb that bullshit they on because these motherfuckers got. Really? You think so? You think so? I can tell you this: George Floyd was the biggest story in the fucking news for black people in the last 20 years, probably. It was a big movement. Dante Wright got killed in Minnesota not long after that. And another one not long after that. So I'm just saying, Derek Chauvin going to prison ain't stop shit.
Mm-mm.
That bitch Kim that shot both of Gene in Texas, her going to prison ain't stop shit. And they gave her a slap on the wrist for going in a man's house. Then dog, don't even get me started on this shit. All I'm gonna say is, fry them niggas. Fuck them. Shit. At some point, justice got to fucking.
Like, I do feel like it should be some extra justice on top of them because of their positions.
Yeah, it's an abuse of power.
Yeah, you know, so you're not just a civilian out here doing that shit. Like, you are somebody who's supposed to be upholding the law. Like, you get paid, you volunteered to get paid to uphold the law.
Protect the servant.
I feel like your punishment should be more severe because of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, real shit.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't face the same consequences that we face. You should face more severe ones. You know,
we didn't take an oath to do it. You did.
It's backwards as fuck that regular civilians get harsher consequences than you guys do. It's backwards as fuck.
Right. Child, man, look.
And it's super backwards seeing as, I mean, like, and I know we get into the whole gang connotation, but I'm using that right now. Like, it's super backwards that when it comes to street gangs, you give them harsher punishment for being in the gang. Not even a crime, for being in the gang. You committed the same crime as a non-gang related person. You get more time because you're in a gang. You know, criminal organization, okay. What about this organization?
That's the first gang I ever knew of.
Because that one became legal.
We'll get into the gang connotation. I wasn't gonna do all of that. But I'm just saying, you're moving like one, you're acting like one. Why aren't your consequences harsher? You're using government-issued weapons
against civilians.
You know, you're using government-issued weapons. Your paycheck came with a hammer. This is not your personal. Nah. Uncle Sam gave you that. You know?
Oh, man. Yeah. Absolutely. Trying to tell you that. Man, look. I think
this is what I think, man. You motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all get all kinds of training to fuck up people.
Why is it? Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I had to register when I got my black belt. I can't just go punch a motherfucker. I'm gonna get in more trouble than a regular person to just go punch a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I read that was a myth.
No. If you can kill a motherfucker with your hands, I don't register with the government. We do it through our karate people.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
But it's documented. Yeah, but it's documented. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. That always read that. Like people box. That's a myth.
Yeah, that's that part of it. Yeah, that's bullshit. But no, you do have to document your shit, but you do it with your organization.
Gotcha. Understood.
So, but even with that, once they start digging, it's gonna come out. I had to register that under my real name. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. So, like, it's coming. You gonna know. It ain't gonna take long.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't just punch a motherfucker if I want to. And I literally gotta let them swing first. They don't have that same, they get training the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not to mention, the beginning of their training is supposed to be de-escalation. That's supposed to be it. There is a movie out right now called Reimagining Safety. By what's his name? Matthew Solomon. It's on Amazon if you want to watch it. I would suggest you do. It is an awesome documentary. But it's talking about policing in America and alternatives to that. And why there has to be alternatives to it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, as they got to breaking down the statistics on how the relationship between the community and the pigs has been, you know what I'm saying, has transpired since the creation of police. You know what I'm saying? And how it's manifesting in current society. There was a cop from LA who said, yeah, so I went through training and blah, 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 blah. I learned how to shoot, blah, 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 blah. I learned how to put them in the chokehold and I mean, like, not chokehold, but, you know, sleeper hold or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the one thing we ain't really do, we did like a half a day on de-escalation, and that was it. That was it.
This is a movie or a documentary?
The documentary.
Got you.
She was like, after I realized the training that I got had me out here in the field, like all amped up and ready to do some wild shit. And then when I tried to do the right thing, or trying to document something the way it need to be documented, this motherfucker who's supposed to be my leader in the field telling me don't write it down or don't worry about it, just leave it like that. It's fine. She was like, what? Oh, nah, I can't do this. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this. The fuck? So, and mind you, it's been a minute since I've seen it, so I may be off on a couple of the details, but that's the basic premise of it. So one, she was like, her training was crazy and they only did a little bit of de-escalation. Two, she was in the field and her supervisor told her, let that shit ride.
So did she quit after that?
Yes, she quit.
Okay. All right. So now that's the one thing I wanted to know, because she not the only one who realized this shit happened in training.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure it's hundreds or thousands of police that realized this shit happened in training, and they kept the job. They kept the job. Like that to me, that speaks that speaks highly just of the people, you know what I'm saying, of the people taking the job.
True. Very true. Hell yeah. And then I think that
In a negative light, obviously, I'm hoping just,
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And in that number, you have that small percentage who feel like I'm gonna take the job anyway because I can make it different. I feel the sorriest for that person.
Right.
I'm gonna say this, and people gonna think I'm crazy when I say it, but on God, I'm telling you, when I say this, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You cannot change the police, the government, none of that from the inside, because you always gonna be outnumbered. Always. You will always be outnumbered. No question about it. So now I will say you have to have elements on the inside working with you. You do need that. So I get it. But the overarching part of that is people make the mistake of doing that and then end up getting caught up in some shit they didn't sign up for. And they don't know how to get out of it because now they tied their life to this thing and they trying to build a career to take care of their family and pay for this fucking house they just bought and all this other bullshit. I feel the sorriest for y'all on my mama. I swear.
Well, what they supposed to do? And I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like what, I'm saying, like, what are they supposed to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they have that feeling, like, okay, I could be the difference. But again, like you say, like like you're gonna basically you need more people. What are they supposed to do? Like, I'm not expecting you to have an answer to this question. I'm just saying, like, what are they really supposed to do though? Like,
I mean, like I said, you got to have some people on the inside. So I'm not suggesting you don't try, make the effort. But even if you're gonna make the effort, go into it knowing, like, be real about the objective and then the probabilities. You got to be real with yourself about both of those things. Like, you talk about trying to change things, to the degree that you want to change it, that's just not going to happen. I guarantee it. You're just outnumbered. Maybe back the goal down. Maybe the goal is let's get more people from the community on the police force, so there's not so much negative discourse because and mind you, fuck the police. I'm not saying I want more police on the street. I don't give a fuck what you look like, where you from, none of that. Fuck all of y'all. But anyway, but in the instance that they gotta be there, you know what I'm saying? Let it be motherfuckers from here. So this cocksucker from Oklahoma ain't in my neighborhood trying to converse with me about what's going on in this discourse between me and my neighbor. You don't know us. You don't know where we from. You don't know how we communicate with each other. You completely out of sorts here. So the first thing you think to do is get fucking aggressive. And now you pulling your gat, boom, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what you walking into. And since that's what you walking into, maybe have that mind state. Boom. Let's get more people that's from here to do this. And maybe if we do that, first of all, we do that to create some greater familiarity. That cuts down the aggressiveness. If I know you, my mom will go to church with you, You know what I'm saying? Our grandmamas know each other. It's a good chance that if you stroll up on me, be like, yo, what's going on? I'm not gonna get buck with you like I would with some motherfucker that ain't from around here that I don't know.
So you're saying the person needs to go into HR?
Mm. They're gonna have to do something else before they do that, though. They're gonna have to do it on the street before they do that in order to make the contact with the people that they need to make contact with.
I'm saying you got to work your way to it. I mean, yeah, you got everything you're saying. You got to work your way towards. I'm just saying, like having a goal of getting more people from the community onto the, to work with it.
Well, shit, maybe you ain't got to join HR. Maybe you just got to convince more people to apply because they just not applying because they don't want to fuck with it.
Well, no, I'm saying not only okay, like that. To me, even you being not being I don't think a person is going to be able to convince people to go apply unless they already want to. What I'm saying is, like, at least in HR, they have the opportunity to look at this resume and say, okay, this person is from this community. Let's give them a higher shot in this precinct.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what that sounds like to me. As somebody who deals with HR issues with a job, it's like, okay, I see what you motherfuckers are not doing. I can see you're not being fair here. Like, okay, so it's like, okay, if you want people from the community in here, like, you gotta let HR, you gotta hire those motherfuckers. They got to get in there first.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Very true. Absolutely.
Because I'm pretty sure that, you know what I'm saying, like, there's a psychological profile that they're looking for in the applicants.
That says a lot too.
What you said?
That says a lot too.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, like, it just is what it is. Just like even in the military, like there's profiles, you know what I'm saying? Like, and depending on where you go, they're gonna guide you to where they think your profile fits best to how they can use you. So it seemed to me like HR kind of somebody gotta get into HR and work some magic over there. Like, you know what, man, like this ain't it. This ain't it. We got to get these people from the community in.
Yeah, I think that's it's got to be a part of it. I mean, you got and another part of that, I think it's got to be just something has to happen to change the dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now, the way the dynamic exists, it's like it's almost like Bloods and Crips to a degree when I think about it. Because if you're a Blood or a Crip, now I'm talking about in the old days of Bloods and Crips, like shit's really different now. Like, it's kind of crazy, but like when they first started banging, like if you was flagging here, y'all see each other, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Or if you from this hood and I'm from this hood, even if we wearing the same color, our sets might not fuck with each other. So if I see you, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And the wild shit is 20 years later, it still be happening. And it's half of these motherfuckers don't even know why. They just know we don't fuck with them. So when I see them, it's up. It's kind of programmed into the people like that now. When the police get behind you, even if your insurance straight, your license good to go, you ain't speeding, nothing going wrong. As soon as the cop get behind you, what's the first thing that happens? Stress reaction. Oh shit. Because the first thing you start thinking is, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Hold up. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you behind me for? And it very well could just be you in the right lane. This motherfucker gonna make the right at the light, even if you going straight. But that ain't what you think first. So that dynamic has to be changed. And the only motherfuckers that can do that ahead of this, process we talking about taking place of getting people in and getting them up to the position to get the people in the doors, all of that shit got to happen with the people in charge right now. It's got to start right there. And that's the problem. Because they're clearly okay with what's going on. So why would they do
it? Yeah, but how they get the job to start with?
How they get the job? What you mean?
How they even get in the building to be in the position they're in? Like, it's a process.
Yeah, no doubt, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So like, so I feel you. I mean, you know what I mean? Like what you saying, like hopefully to get them to change their mind, but like I think it's gotta be a earlier in the process approach. It's who you hire. It's who you hire. And these motherfuckers at HR gotta stop hiring them motherfuckers that's gonna be them niggas when they get to be the chief.
They love them motherfuckers though.
But like I said, it's a profile they looking for. That's what I mean. Like, you're not gonna get the motherfuckers to change if that's who they hired them to be.
I had that conversation with somebody the other day. They was like, we have to change this broken system. I said, see, that's where you fucked up. You think it's broken. I think it's doing exactly what the fuck it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's why our opinions differ here. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's just wild. Oh man, gotta love people. Gotta love people. Some hip hop shit. I thought this was wild. I heard about this this shooting on the subway in New York. I heard about it. Just to give y'all some background. So, conductor of a packed Brooklyn train when unhinged passenger was shot in the head with his own gun during a rush hour.
No, yo, Mojo ain't shit.
You froze for like a good second or two.
Yeah, and we both was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like, and then it just back up.
Did I sound like Twister when they shit started talking?
Nah, it just stopped.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, well damn. All right. So when I started reading the thing, or
making blurred jokes, that's your problem. See, that's what you got. You don't even know it happened. You got blurred. Got blurred. Yeah, like it was just like, but it was a blur. Like, oh shit. The shit got to catch up. Oh shit.
Oh shit. I love it. I might need to check and see if I need to pay my Wi-Fi and shit. I didn't get a notification. So let me call these motherfuckers or something. See what's going on.
Yeah. Oh no, they'll tell you.
You heard me? Yeah, as soon as I turn that shit on, that little motherfucker be like, yeah, no connect. Motherfucker, it ain't happening. Okay, gotcha.
I was on the phone again this morning with them motherfuckers over the same issue that I walked into the pod last week about. Like, this shit ridiculous.
Oh, that's wild. That's crazy
but
shit.
Call me because they know they fucking up. Like, this shit is crazy.
Hey, bro, we know you.
Like, so I know we fucked up. What can fix it? Fix it, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you can do.
How bad, dog?
No, just fix it.
Just fix it.
Oh
Shit.
my god. Please.
But shooting on the subway.
Oh yeah, my bad. So, conductor of a packed Brooklyn train where an unhinged passenger was shot in the head with his own gun during a rush hour attack said he no longer feels safe on the job. Fred Reeves, 58, can't escape harrowing images and sounds from the chaotic clash between two subway riders while he was at the helm of an Express A train as it pulled into the Hoyt Shimmenhorn street station. I am shell shocked, Reeves of East Flatbush in Brooklyn told the Post Saturday. Like, my nerves are just through the roof. I can imagine. That's wild shit. But for those of y'all who don't know, first of all, I understand that the gentleman who was shot in the head was unhinged. I hated it had to end with you dying. So, rest in peace to you. I'm pretty sure there's probably something wrong. He didn't die? No, word. Okay, cool. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. He did not die. It just said he was shot in the head. Okay, well, hope you get okay. I hope you be all right. And you get some help, because clearly, like, wilding out on the subway with a gun is just crazy anyway. But Fred Reeves, the driver, the conductor of the train, is also Doc Ice from UTFO. So I thought that was wild. It's crazy when somebody pop back up you ain't even thought about in a minute, and then it just out of nowhere. I stumbled on the story. I had heard about it, but then as far as reading the article itself, I stumbled on it this morning actually, and I thought it was kind of wild, just the story in and of itself. But then I realized who the conductor was, and I was like, "Well, damn, that shit just fell right in my lap." Okay.
Nah, you know what's fucked up about this shit? The irony that it was Dr. Ice and he couldn't do nothing in the he can't help nobody, and now he fucked up, so he obviously not cool. So my bad. But I mean,
Oh shit.
but my fault. But to keep us, like, here's the wild shit. Like, until you sent that today, I didn't know that he was there. Like, I've been seeing the first clip that I saw from this whole situation. So even with what you sent me, today I was able to see every clip from what's the when it first started recording until the end. So you like, but we don't see the actual beginning of the argument. The first clip, they're in the middle of it.
Oh yeah.
Already going down. So I didn't see that clip first. The first clip I saw was when the old girl stabbed Buddy in the back. And he was like, "Oh, you stabbed me, you stabbed me, you stabbed me." And that's the only clip I saw. Then I saw another clip that happened after that. Then I saw a clip separate with all the people ducking down, and I didn't know this was it was related to this.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like coming out kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So to see it in that article, I'm like, oh, so this is the progression. Like, oh shit, that's fucked up. Lady, if you never stabbed this dude, nobody gets shot.
Man, look.
And you see how she did that shit? She stabbed somebody before.
Oh yeah, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. Absolutely, absolutely. That's crazy. Now, I question at this point, and I'm pretty sure it's all gonna come out in the wash. But like, what exactly was going on with? Why are you calling him unhinged? What was he doing exactly, and why was he doing it?
I want to know how the argument started.
Right. Exactly.
Like, telling me that he was berating this man for being an immigrant. I want to know how it started.
Because I'm willing to bet you, yeah, I'm willing to bet it started with something completely different, but that was the thing that got people's attention. Maybe that was the point where it got loud.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's when it got loud.
Yeah.
That was only rebuttal in the moment. You fucking immigrant. That's all he could do.
I mean, it ain't funny, but
nah, yeah, like it's not funny at all. Like, I mean, because I talk to so many of my New York friends all the time, and like I hear them complaining about how many illegal immigrants are there and the shit that they doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, like I would love to know what started that argument.
Yeah. What was the real genesis of that? Because
because it's nuts. Because it's nuts. When man realized he got stabbed, oh, you stabbed me? Okay. Well, watch this. And obviously he didn't have, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? For Buddy to grab that shit from him and shoot him.
Oh yeah, nah, he was lacking. He was like and the fucked up part is with me knowing
lacking heavily.
Was he weak? Was he weak? Like from the stabbing?
He might have been weak from the stabbing. It might have had some effect on his ability to hold the gun too, like depending on where she hit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't hit him once. Like she was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it might have been like some serious blood loss going on too at that point. So yeah, he probably was kind of weak. But even in that, like, I'm gonna just say, as a person who shoots on a regular basis, like, you really had to not have wanted to shoot for that to have occurred the way it did. Like, you were maybe doing that on some defensive shit, on some, maybe you was just gonna be on some, yo, just everybody back the fuck up off me. But there was no reason why in that amount of time, like the time that elapsed, that he was able to take the gun away from me. That was crazy. So yeah, I feel like he was already fading, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But damn, that shit is wild, bro. That shit is crazy.
Wild incident.
Man,
you know,
I seen some wild shit on the subway. I'm glad I ain't never seen nobody. I you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nobody get bodied on the subway or even like shot on the subway. I seen a nigga get stabbed on the subway, but not like shot. That shit is just for all. Okay, I know it's a lot of. I'm recognizing like recently that our younger demographic is starting to grow a little bit. So I just want to say something real fast. For y'all that don't know the actual result of what happens when a bullet hit a body, please think about that shit, man. Please. With them games y'all playing with them guns, that shit ain't cool. It's not cool. Not at all. Yeah. And I only think about that because it makes me realize, I just realized when reading that, I mean, I know they're in their 30s, but the thing is, like, thinking about how wild it is that I'm out here somewhere where people just openly walk around with guns all the time. It could literally turn into the Wild West out this bitch at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, at any moment. So, like, I be on edge a lot out here, especially, unfortunately, when I be around young people. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who's shooting out here, and I know it's y'all. Man, come on, yo. Like there's a Doc Ice is one of our old. He's in his 50s. You know what I'm saying? He one of the people that inspired the eras of hip hop that birthed all of us. But he lived to be that age. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking at the people older than you in the community and looking at them some type of way. Nigga, think about something. The same world that you living in that got you going so out your mind, you out here shooting at motherfuckers for nothing. They survived it that long. Maybe you can learn something. Maybe. If you just listen. Stop thinking y'all know every fucking thing. You know how I know? Because I thought the same shit when I was your age. That I knew everything. Couldn't nobody tell me shit. And I see now how wrong that was. So, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. This is crazy. Yeah, lady. If you hadn't got on your Shawshank shit, this might not have ended like this. So,
You know?
you know what I mean? That shit wild, bro.
So let me ask you a question. So in that same article, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they said they're not gonna prosecute old boy who shot him because it was obviously self-defense, right?
Right.
What about the girl that stabbed the nigga?
Because that was not self-defense. She stabbed him in the back.
What they said in the article about her? Did they say they gotta find her or some shit? What they said something about her?
Wait, where is that? I thought I just saw boom, 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 boom. He's got 6 kids. Jesus.
Family.
Oh shit.
Family
yeah, no doubt. Hell yeah. I don't see it. I don't know. I'm trying to read it.
I think it's near the bottom.
Doesn't know when to be back on the job. Think before they act. I don't know. Oh, it looks like, yeah. They looking for her. They looking for her. So yeah. But then my question is, even if you find her, what you gonna do?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know.
Yeah, what you gonna do? I mean, she should clearly be charged. Even homie with the gun. Okay, if the dude that did the shooting, homie was pointing a gun at him. Okay, I'll give you that one. Whatever. Not her though.
Right.
Nobody. And like you said, it wasn't just
a gun. Yeah, there was no gun present. You know, there was no gun present until after the stabbing.
Exactly.
He did some old school shit. I hate that this happened like how it happened, the whole thing. But he did some old school shit, and I gotta respect that shit. He wasn't even going to pull that bitch out.
Exactly.
He's not even gonna pull it out. If he was gonna pull it out, he'd have did that shit at the beginning. Nah, It's gonna be all of this shit, you know.
We're gonna thump. Let's thump.
Yeah, now mind you, I mean, like, now, of course, like, dude was way bigger than the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can see all of that too. So I still gotta give him respect there. It's like, you know, he had turned into a bully in this situation. I could say that too. But he didn't pull that burner out. He was willing to use his hands. Until MC Stabby Stab got on stage.
That creator.
Fucked up. That's fucked up.
Oh shit.
He's a cut creator. Go creator, go. And that's what she did when they opened that door.
Hell yeah. Hey.
But
gotta go.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
Oh shit. Follow the drip. Oh man, you gonna make me watch fucking Robert Harris movie on this motherfucker, yo. Shit. Oh god, that's crazy.
You the one started. He gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah, like that's crazy, man. Like I do want to know what happens so far as what they say with the woman.
Yeah, Cause she got to get something. Something.
You know.
I mean, damn. Mojo, are you hipped up Robin Harris?
You said, am I hip to Robin Harris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She sang Show Me Love, right? I think that's what it's called. No?
Nah. Robin, see, this is the kind of nigga you don't need in your life.
Oh, Seven?
Cause he might laugh at you than instruct you. See, that's fucked up. No. See, he would rather berate than educate. That's
Sure.
Did you,
No, that's
sure.
bullshit. Oh my God.
Am I thinking of the wrong person?
Definitely.
Oh, Robin Harris? You talking about a whole man?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you ever see the cartoon movie back in the day, Baby's Kids?
Yeah.
Baby's Kids is a story that Robin Harris used to tell.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like he's one of the only people on the planet who had a story that got turned into a movie because the story was that fucking funny. Like that's what he was known for, telling that story.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
But Robin Harris was like an incredible like crowd work comedian. Like fuck with everybody in the crowd, walk out in with people type of shit.
Yeah.
Real funny dude. And tangent, you seen the I don't know what court show it was, some divorce court shit. It might have been divorce court. I don't know. Where you saw the where the black dude is a black dude and a black woman. They splitting up, and the judge asked the dude something about the marriage, and he was like, I could look at the bailiff. He married. I could tell he ain't happy.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Bailiff ended up killing his wife years later.
Yeah.
That dude who said he ain't happy, that's Robin's nephew.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow. The funny genes.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's wild.
But that shit was funny.
Also.
Look at the bailiff. He married. He ain't happy.
But he's not happy. No, he's not happy. I just look at him. He's not happy. And his whole demeanor in that whole time doing that's directly out of Robin Harris' playbook.
Mm.
Oh my God. Yo, that's crazy. I gotta look that up now. I ain't seen it.
But he's not happy. No, he's not happy. And then
if one of y'all got the link, send it to me. That shit is old.
Okay.
You've never seen that shit?
No.
Oh man, this is hilarious. The nigga look just like Robin too.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Look just like him. He said he's
Raynard Spivey.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's not happy.
Oh man, speaking of comedians, recently T.I. was on Comic View. Apparently they brought it back. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that shit. But
what you say?
T.I. was on Comic View recently, and doing stand up, and apparently he was making little jokey jokes about the current class of trap rappers.
Oh yeah.
He said, listen, the first generation of trap music, people like me, Jeezy, Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? We would rap about things we had done, got away with, and moved on. You hear me? You listen to this new age trap music, oh, they talking about shit they finna do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you ain't lying. That shit is super real.
As soon as they turn this phone off, if they turn it off, they about to go do
it. Yeah, exactly. That shit's yo. Oh, you know what's crazy? I'm in a second, but yeah. So yeah, I've never got a chance to see T.I. do stand up, but
I have.
What did you think?
He's funny.
Okay.
He's funny. You just got the problem is T.I. for being T.I., so you can't get around his persona as an MC and who he is.
Right.
So it's hard to give him a clean slate as just a comedian, because you're looking at him for who he is.
Right. It'd have been different if he had been doing it all along and you had a template to kind of base it on, so you could separate.
Like if he just was a comedian forever, then I think he'll get a better scale to get judged on. You know what I'm
saying? I feel
because at the same time too, because he rapped for so long, like, you know, he just now developing. Like, he not seasoned yet. He working on it. He getting there. It just so happened because he is who he is, he get bigger platforms than people could get in the same stage. You know what I'm saying? But like, I saw him at Chocolate Sundays, you know, and he was fucking funny. He was funny. Like, he was funny as shit, actually, because what he did was what good comedians do. He was self-deprecating. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it wasn't necessarily about just him. It was right after he choked King.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but it was right around that time, either before or after. But his jokes was about King being a bad kid.
Oh my God.
You know, like, he started off, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna talk about my badass kids." Everybody started laughing, like, you know, giggling. He's like, "Wait, I'm sorry. My one badass kid." And then it got funny, and he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what. So, like, I would have liked to have seen, like, in that clip, I would have liked to see how he concluded that joke.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. See if I can find it long form.
Which I will, because I didn't realize, like you said, that shit was out. I knew it was coming.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out. Yeah, I mean, I support that. I love comedy anyway, but like, yeah. I think, yo, T.I., just hearing T.I. talk is funny to me sometimes. So like, especially when he his super educated man mode and he had to talk real slow because he know he's super country, he'll fuck the words.
You know.
No, that shit was
and then like,
wild.
You know, he's a smart dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, unfortunately, we got to judge from I'm Serious all the way up to from trap music all the way up to motherfucking his last album and all the bullshit in between. So we can't give him
I'm serious too.
Yeah. I'm Serious. Which one was first? I'm Serious or trap?
I'm Serious was first. Yeah, I'm Serious.
Okay, was first, all the way up until you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I've been a T.I. fan this whole time. So, but yeah, like yeah, man, I fuck with Tip. Yeah, I fuck with him, and I love, like, it was funny as shit when he was on Rhythm and Flow, him, Cardi B, and what's that boy name? Chance the Rapper. They was the host on there and shit. And one time T.I. said something to one of the contestants, and he was talking, and he was using them big fly ass words he be using and shit. And Cardi was like, "Oh, but you heard them big words." He's talking about, "Well, I've been to prison, Cardi." I said, "This nigga is crazy."
Self-deprecating. Like, he's funny when he do that.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, yo. I died.
Like, I don't know if I want to get pulled up with pills in the car no more. Like he, you know, he know how to lean into that.
Man,
like,
yeah.
He funny. You know?
And it's crazy because a lot of the shit, and it's dope for him because a lot of the shit, a lot of niggas have to make up. He don't have to because he actually did that. You know what I'm saying? He was actually about that shit. So it's like, just like when I watch, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Boosie music. I don't fuck with it. I ain't never heard a Boosie song I like, but
as a man, I fucks with Boosie.
I watch his interviews and I be dying sometimes because that nigga.
I fucks with Boosie. Like, you would see me hanging with Boosie.
What? Sometimes.
No, you would.
Sometimes I'd be like,
yeah.
Other times I'd be like, yeah, you right on it, right? I got you.
I got plenty of niggas that act just like that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, you would see me hanging with Boosie.
Oh shit! You said you don't fuck with Boosie, Mojo?
Boosie reminds me.
No, not really. Just the things that I've seen. I mean, I don't necessarily think we'd have a whole lot in common, so I don't think that I would really enjoy hanging out with him.
What? See, for me, it's not that we got it in common. It's just the honesty. Like, I know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like I know where those ideologies come from, so I get it. Like, he sounds like my great uncle. It's real old school Southern values. You know what I'm saying? And they don't waver for nobody. You know what I mean? So, and I got niggas that believe that same shit. They'll tell you just like that.
No,
you know.
No, thank you.
Nah, see, you judging books by covers, man. You can't do that, man. Boosie might actually be cool as hell.
I mean, he might be. You're right.
He might be.
I've never been in the same vicinity with the man, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just spacing shit off of the internet.
And I guess you don't have no friends who act like him either.
No.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah, big
The other
difference.
part.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, he said, I guess you don't have no friends.
Yeah.
Nah.
See, like I come from a culture where I know them kind of niggas for real. They stand on tables and pour champagne on bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my goodness. I mean,
I like
let
to
me
be a
not
little
say,
bit
oh
more
my
low-key.
goodness, like, let me not say that. Let me not say, oh my goodness, like, I don't know niggas like that.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, cats like that.
Oh, yeah. I know. That shit is wild. Yo, the funny shit is, dog, like, I be feeling like such a hypocrite sometimes. Because it be like, times I be seeing shit that niggas be doing, and I be like, man, these niggas is bugging. I can't fuck with that. And then in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, but your man do that shit. Larry do that shit. They're my niggas too. We're like, damn, yeah. You know, you give your niggas a little more leeway than you give most motherfuckers. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I feel you. Now, that's a wild. Okay, so check this out. Somebody asked me one time, they said, okay, check this out. They said, let me ask you a question. Out of all the rappers, right? Out of all the rappers that you know of, tell me the rapper you be most likely to kick it with, the rapper you be most likely to get in a fight with. And I was like, interesting question. Interesting question. And I was like, man, I don't really know who I would be most likely to get in a fight with because it ain't like now I can tell you I have almost got in a fight with some rappers, some rappers that people know too. But I don't really, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't really think about it like that. So I'm like, I say, if you give me a minute, I probably could come up with it. But like, it ain't on the top of my head like that. But the one thing I can tell you is absolutely who I want to kick it with just for a day, hang out with this nigga, probably Snoop Dogg. They was like, what? Oh, y'all be hella high. I'm like, that's not why though. That's not why. I mean, that's part of it, sure. But like, but the real reason why I want to kick it with Snoop for a whole day is I've often wondered throughout the course of his entire career, because I know where he come from, I know what he come from, and I see where he is and how he's become a grown ass man in hip hop, being him. You know what I'm saying? And I'd like to talk to him about that. And the ways that he was able to, I mean, obviously having to jump off with Dr. Dre help you maximize that in a big fucking way. But then after that, you know what I'm saying? You went some paths people would have never expected. If you'd have told me at any point Snoop Dogg was gonna be on No Limit, I thought you was fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to kick it with him to get some of that wisdom. You know what I mean? Because he's done some shit that we ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? Snoop a different kind of star. And this nigga come from being the first song we heard this nigga on was 187 on an undercover cop. That nigga come from the gangster to gangster music. And now he's the world's hip hop darling. They love this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, tell me, kick some game to me, bro. How did this come about? What happened here? Tell me. I want to know the story.
I can tell you what I think it is. I think it's the fact that he is such a pothead. People don't take pothead seriously.
Okay.
So him being that is disarming. So you get the, you know what I'm saying? So they fuck with him. You know, they fuck with him. Like I can't think of any artist in our genre that's a pothead that people don't fuck with.
Good point.
You know, like again, like just the obvious niggas, Red and Meth. People love them.
Wiz Khalifa.
You know what I'm saying? Even Be Real, and Be Real tells you about his gangster background. People love him. People love him. And especially with him having the green thumb sword, fuck out of here. People love him. Exhibit. And Exhibit don't exhibit the fact that he's a pothead like that. But you know he got the companies and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people love him. But then also too, though, we talk about artists that who didn't necessarily take themselves so seriously in the light to where it turned people off. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Rick Ross is a pothead, but you don't see the love, you don't see the public loving him like that because he take himself so serious. Even though the shit he does is jokes. This nigga be in some bullshit shorts with some $2,000 Air Force Ones on, shirtless, smoking, dancing in his fucking foyer and shit. That shit is a goddamn joke. And he's doing it as a joke, but he don't get the engagement because of the persona he puts on.
So serious, yeah.
Yeah. But he's still being a pothead in the moment. Like, I laugh at everything he does. I fuck with him because of that shit. Not really because of the music.
Oh shit. You just made something click for me.
What's that?
I was thinking about Rakim the other day.
Okay.
Now, okay.
Your son Rakim or the artist?
Oh, no, the artist Rakim Allah. So I was thinking about Rakim and I thought to myself, I was like, okay, we hip hop heads recognize him like globally. People hold him in high regard as an MC. But like that's us. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason why the sales disparity between that era and this era is so different is because so many more people are listening to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And so they didn't have the luxury of that. At that point, it was still some of the white parents were still, you can't listen to that shit here, and there wasn't no other outlet for them to get to it, so they just had to wait. But I started thinking to myself, like, just because you were saying potheads, and I was like, I know Rakim smoke because he raps about it. You know what I'm saying? But he don't get, when you start talking about pothead MCs, like you said, exhibit name might not come up in the conversation at first because he don't promote that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though Rakim rap about it, he don't really promote himself as the pothead rapper, right? So I was like, that definitely creates a difference in, you know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane made himself a sex symbol. So that's what made his acceptance different in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Right. Rakim didn't do that. It was so serious. It was so, I don't smile, I don't do none of that shit. Follow the leader, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Kane dancing. You know what I'm saying? Got the cameo and shit. Like, yo, that's crazy. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sure. Some things make the Wiz Khalifa thing has always bothered me, but now I get it.
Why? Oh, with him just being
I just don't think he's that good. But like, he created a cult following, and I know a big part of it is the pothead shit. But because he's a
pothead, life is a party.
Yep.
That shit feels good.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, hold on. Let's get into this part. I'm sorry, and this is a whole other, but directly related to this. You watched the Drink Champs interview with Danny Brown?
I didn't finish it yet.
But
I
didn't know he did one.
I'm sure you've both seen the clip that the lyricism thing.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that, Mojo? So there's a clip, the clip that's circulating to advertise that episode is of Danny Brown talking about how he's commenting on how it seems like in hip hop today, even the artists that you consider lyrical, they try to downplay other lyrical niggas by saying, I don't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't listen to these lyrical niggas, but you a lyrical nigga. He's like, that's like people saying, I like basketball, but I don't like the niggas that dunk. I like the role players. I like the bench players. It's like, nobody thinks like that. Nobody says that. But to what Seven was saying, it's something I constantly, that he and I talk about all the time. Bro, we judge it from that because that's what was popular to do. That shit changed a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So even to the wondering why Wiz Khalifa, though, I understood it back then. I was like, oh, he's just a fun party dude. And again, like, this is the era where people like to party. They're not trying to think about shit. They don't need overcomplicated raps. And he didn't do that at all. He got high, told you drink some orange juice, and went and fucked on a bad broad, had a baby with her, and now he beating up motherfuckers in between joints. I mean, what the fuck? Like, pothead, man. Like, and I'm pretty sure if you approach that nigga wrong, he'll beat your ass.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But he always presented fun. He presented, you know, fun lifestyle. Like Currency, same shit.
True that. And yeah, Currency from New Orleans. So I mean, like it ain't even like you think. It ain't like he's some kid from the suburbs that's just out here rapping about weed.
Love Currency. People
People
love Currency.
love him. Yes,
They
love him.
love.
I'm
I'm
a big.
sitting doing like you doing. Like, man, I don't get it.
and
That nice.
and then the fact they call him Spitter, and I was like, okay, let me check him out then. And then I heard it, and I was like,
But he
it's
spits
cool.
a lot. Not
Oh yeah,
that
for sure.
he just spits a lot. You know what I'm
How
saying?
y'all feel about Kid Cudi, man?
I ain't a
I
fan.
love Kid Cudi.
I'm not a fan.
I love Kid Cudi.
I like
Word.
Dan Knight. That's about it.
Bro, man, you got to get hip.
Man.
I don't like it. Ain't about getting hit, but I've heard enough. I'm cool.
No, we need some brainwashing.
Nice.
Let me do the Clockwork Orange shit on you and play some Kid Cudi music videos. Smoke this.
Uh. No,
I love Kid
Oh,
Cudi.
shit.
I'm good. I'm cool on him. I'm straight.
What
I
y'all
saw him
think?
at Arrows in Atlanta. He was just mad awkward. I'm good.
Yeah, no, that's hey. That's my guy.
Yeah,
It
like
makes
no,
it makes
like,
perfect sense that Mojo would say he loves Kid Cudi.
like no. I'm saying that's
No, I'm
Mojo.
definitely in the
I don't know how you should take that statement.
No. Because I openly have like accepted that because I'm
Right.
like I was just literally about to say I'm from a generation of people who I don't know were able to live while listening to his music. It was like a hip hop save me type of shit with Kid Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why a lot of us enjoy him.
Right. Well, no, I say it only because as soon as he said Cuddy, I could with him saying Cuddy, I can only think of the nigga wearing a skirt on Saturday Night Live. So that's why I don't know. I mean a dress. I'm sorry, that was a dress. That was not a skirt. That was a fucking dress. My bad.
I'm gonna let the man do what he wants to do.
Again, I'm just saying, like, I'm not judging him for that. It's just when he says, I can only think of this nigga in a dress. What I think about Kid Cudi? I just can only imagine him thinking that part.
Singing day and night
such
in
an
a dress
impression.
on top of the tour bus. But
yeah.
But I love that song though. I love that song. Like I was just at a bar the other night, my people was playing, and they actually played that shit live. That shit was dope.
oh, that's dope. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that is a really dope song for people who get high by themselves.
Hey, gang. You know, shit, it is what it is. Okay, Sci High the Prince. And then I'm just doing
I'm
some quick.
sorry,
My
but
bad.
why did you ask?
Just out of curiosity, I mean, because his name has come up a bit recently, because I think he's released some new music recently or something, and like some other things have been going on with him, and it just brought it back to the forefront for me, and I was like, I don't think I've ever really had a conversation with anybody about Kid Cudi, like ever. Like I don't even know what niggas think about him. Like he just never comes up. So like, let me ask, what do y'all think about Kid Cudi?
But let me say this though. I watched every interview of his that I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate his point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like just music, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? But like what he be talking about, I fuck with it.
No doubt. No doubt. I feel
Even
it,
him explaining the dress. Okay. Like that's don't really throw me off like that.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. I don't know. Okay. Damn. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let me see something. We got like Mojo got like 10 minutes. Let me see something real quick. Nah.
Hey, Mo, you and your mom going drinking for St. Patty's Day?
No, my mom doesn't drink. We're just going to visit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just kind of hang out.
Chilling.
You going drinking after?
Probably not. I'm budgeting right now. Alcohol is it's not a necessity right now.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Wow.
I can dig it.
Yo, dog. See, this is the type of shit I hate right here. You remember we was talking about them questions, which one, keep one, or whatever. They asked the question. I just happened to opened Facebook and I saw this. They asked who's the best Philly rapper out of these people. Now I want you to understand. They asked the question was, who's the best Philly rapper out of these people? Freeway, Corrupt. Now, before I continue,
keep going. Just go ahead. Go.
Okay.
Get through the list.
Okay.
Yeah, get the list.
Lady B. That's old school. Bahamadia, Beanie Siegel, Eve,
How many
Black
months?
Thought, and Left Eye.
It ain't all of them. They
Yeah.
ain't all of them. It's
You
not
feel me?
just four. It ain't all of them.
They named I'm like the only people you left off the list was like Meek Mill and Cassidy. Like it ain't a whole lot of it ain't like an overabundant list of Philly niggas. So I'm just saying.
Now go with what you was about to explain.
First of all, Corrupt clearly claims the West Coast. Clearly. Like
I was
there's
kind of
no
surprised to hear that name on there. I've like never known Corrupt to ever have any association with Philly.
He's from Philly.
He put it out there like it's a known thing.
Yeah.
It's a known thing.
It's a known thing. And this is no disrespect to Lady B. I'm not familiar with your music. Like you appeared like her picture, she looks like it was taken in the 80s, maybe early 90s. She's a very attractive lady, but I'm not familiar with your music. But I'm gonna just say I'm willing to bet you. I'm willing to bet money. Even from that era, like no matter who you dig up really from that era, the degree of what they're doing with that, it ain't the same thing. So like that's a good look to give love to a pioneer. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure that's well appreciated. Salute to her. Salute to everybody that was part of her movement. Beanie Siegel sure belongs on the list. Black Thought definitely. You put Left Eye on the list.
Yeah.
Now let's be clear about something real quick. I love Left Eye with a passion. She was my favorite part of TLC. She was a good rapper for an R&B group. She was a decent rapper outside of R&B music. But I can't believe you would put her on the list with cold-blooded killers like that. Like that's Black Thought? Beanie Siegel? Come on, man. We're not talking about the same thing here. And that's with all due respect. That's no disrespect at all. At all. It's just being honest. And that's the thing that I hate the most about this shit. With the way hip hop is debated and talked about online and all this other shit right now, is that niggas utilize their personal leanings and throw it into that shit. Like, regardless of who my favorite rapper is, if they're not the best at that moment, whoever my favorite is, whoever the top nigga I fuck with on that list is, if they not the best, I can still acknowledge, oh, he my fave, but that nigga right there the one. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's why they did that. I don't think they did that because they think this person is the best. I think they did that to let you know they're from Philly. So like even back to with the Lady B part, like I never heard of Lady B. You know what I'm saying? So I have to go look her up now. But at the same time, just to let you know, so it's like even with the Corrupt thing, like Mojo said, he didn't know Corrupt was from Philly. But if you listen to his music, like he mentions it. Even in his interviews, they ask him about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like if you follow Corrupt, you know he moved over here when he was 16. And you know why? It was getting in trouble and all type of shit. So he came to live with his father right here. He was with his mom in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So like even still going back to it, because it's funny to me, like I remember it was something I was watching on and it was a bunch of West Coast artists, and it was asking each artist where they was from. And it was like, yeah, I'm from South Central, I'm from over here, but they get the Corrupt. He said, I'm from 60s, cuz. Went ahead and gangbanged on him real quick. I'm from 60s, cuz, and walked off. Of course, you wouldn't know that there's Philly in that because his answer is I'm from he not saying I'm from LA. I'm from 60s, cuz. You know, that's what I think they did. I don't think they was doing that because they think that Left Eye is just as good at MC as them. I think that was just to bring some light.
Oh, I feel it. Then don't ask the question like that. just say you highlight rappers from Philly. What the fuck? Come on, man.
Regardless, I'm just saying, like, you gonna pick who you gonna pick anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like it don't matter who they put up there.
And then I'm bugging that you did that and you didn't put Will Smith on the list. That's kind of crazy.
Okay, like I said, like like I said, I mean, they picked obviously a random number. Like it ain't no rhyme or reason.
Sure did.
They just picked a lot. I'm just surprised it was more than 4. I'm like, oh, it's usually just 4. Like,
yeah,
not all of that.
They got excessive. They got excessive. Oh shit. Oh man. All right, this shit. I mean, I don't know. I ain't got nothing else. Y'all good? Like I'm about to probably take a nap. I'm tired as fuck right now. Well, long night last night. But shit. Mojo, enjoy your time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Make it do what it do. Family time is always good. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
But, I'm about to go, do some St. Patty's Day things.
No doubt, no doubt. Make it do what it do, my G. Hey, throw one up for me. I don't know. I might get to that later.
Jealous.
I don't know. I gotta like I said, I need to take a quick nap. I'm probably gonna take like a 30-minute and then I'll be ready to rock. But yeah.
My favorite bar opened up at 6 this morning for St. Patty's Day.
That's wild. That's
how you make your money.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What,
get that dough.
They also did that because where they're located like right on the edge of Skid Row. And the LA Marathon is today. And the route basically squeezed them out of their normal patronage. Like the route blocks them off. So like if you want to get to the bar, you kind of got to go through Skid Row. And nobody wants to go through Skid Row. Especially if you're walking.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, like the back edge of the LA Marathon is going through downtown. Is right here. The bar is basically right here. Skid Row is all the way back here. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to weasel your way through there if you know where you're going. You know what I mean? But yeah, so they started at 6 a.m. Drink specials matched the hour. $6 drink specials at 6 a.m. $7 at 7 a.m. 8, 9, 10.
Wow. That's crazy. Shit. That's what's up.
I'm gonna go over there just to see what the fuck this shit look like. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. I'm like, I relocated to where I relocated. I won't say exactly where on here, but I got to see this shit now. Like, okay, how y'all do this? And it's something.
Hell yeah. Shit, make it do what it do, my nigga. I want to be like you when I grow up. Shit.
I was thinking about that this morning. This morning, you being like me. No, what I was gonna say though, is honestly, when we had these kind of holidays, man, y'all need to make a trip and come out, man. For real.
Shit, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Any of these big drinking holidays, if it falls on the weekend, get down here. Or smoke. I think 420 is on a weekend this year.
I got a show that day. Oh man. Yeah, I got a show that day.
Right. You gotta get your priorities right.
I'll be fresh back off the tour, man. For real. Like that'll be great. That's gonna be fun though. Yeah. Hey, so yeah, I just want to salute everybody real quick.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, did you talk to Remy? Did you find out how the show went yesterday?
Yeah, okay, yeah. He said the show went well. They raised a decent amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna get that over to who we need to go to, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, considering what they up against, it's like a drop in the bucket, but still, like, it'll help, you know what I mean? So that's that was a good thing. It was good to see people show up for that. Salute to everybody that showed out at Mike's and Mass and support us St. Thank you. Much appreciated. Most definitely as a HBCU alum. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, shout out to Stone Age, Pretty Kings, Echo Limitless. Shout out to Jason the Hater, Tarly and the Tribe, Eternal the MC, everybody that's a part of Act 1 of Gravitas. We coming starting April 4th in St. Paul, Minnesota. Looking forward to it. Thank y'all for tuning in, whether it be on Rumble, YouTube, wherever you streaming. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for your time, for your ears, and we hope that we get inside your mind. Pause. Yo, we'll catch y'all in the rebound, yo. Pantha Politix. We out. 1.